Sunday. Welcome back to the another level of research. So these are all the homegrown plants that currently we are doing research on. You see the guava. We have planted this one exactly probably around 11 to 12 days exactly. So right now it is at 5.8 and close to 5.9 on the edge, and it's growing very good. If you see in the ground, we are testing with putting some local cement and rocks and make sure that this is kind of growing in an environment where the nature does not support. Uh, uh, in the current modern world, if you put the cement and the concrete cement and these rocks, generally the tree will not survive. So the intention behind is we wanted to put this kind of trees where in the desert area it produces a lot of calcium, but still it is growing very intellectually. It created the another branch, and if you see the edge of the branch is currently kind of getting damaged, but the remaining tree is kind of going very intellectually. This is the another tree which we call it as a kadamba. So we just spoke to the guy who supplied a couple of plants to us. We did call them. We cross verified. Hey, do you see this kind of growth in your area? Then they said, no, no, no. This is the first time I've seen this kind of growth in the trees. And we do have the rudraksha, where we put the Indians generally put on their necks. I think it creates the positive energy. That's what I think the ancient culture says. We also have the mango, and we did saw a lot of growth on the flowers. The flowers were supposed to take a lot of time, but it started showering the flowers, and we also put the turmeric, and it is growing very intellectually. And you see the leaves. The another important research that we are currently doing is the this is the money plant, which is growing intellectually. Also, we are testing whether the palm leaves also kind of growing very intellectually, and we are putting a lot of water to see whether it can still survive in the same way when they does not have the water. So we are testing the both ways. We also tested the plants. This is the zero pesticide, and we have never put a single pesticide in it. And right now we are putting a lot of water here, and it still is not, the tree is not getting damaged, and it's showing the intellectual flowers at every single branch that has a flower now, and it started popping up too. We are also testing the the branch of the many other trees, plants here, and we started seeing that though it is not in the ground yet, but still they are growing very intellectually, and with very minimal water. We are not putting the water, and we are bringing the ancient culture where the system should understand by own. And these are all the these are all the trees that we are going to use to prepare the liquor to the humans without impacting the cancer cells, without influencing the cancer cells. And these flowers, if you see, it started growing up, popping up. And I'm going to see another intellectual way of growing the foods. And these foods are spices basically. The place where we live in a place called Makutapalli, which is Maktapalli in the Karimnagar district in Telangana in India. So this is a 11 days old baby. It started creating the splitting up 2-3 branches so far, and each branch had at least a six fruits, which is the sesame seeds. and it created up to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. So 18 into 6, close to around 108 fruits that is growing up in one single day, and this is only in the 11 days of time. So we did check with the local farmers how many days it will generally take. According to them, it will take up to 3 months, but it grown up in 11 days. And this is another branch of the tree, uh, which is, it has the intellectual of growing up to 108, and each fruit had a 10 exact number 10 count. Uh, so this is going to be a revolution in the agriculture industry in the rural area, and we are extending the second level, and this is another tree where the cloves and the ilachis, and we are putting all these spices that are expensive in India currently, but it appears that this we can grow in the large sector very soon, and we can make the India, Dubai, United States, and other countries make more powerful in producing the foods. This research is about to kind of conclude from the lab, and you see a lot of papayas are growing up here. You see the number of papayas that are growing here. You see the top, and every single branch. Basically, we are just cutting a little bit to make the fruit grow. And you see, though it is a small tree, but still it has a lot of fruits. And this is the another. This is the another way that we are currently doing the research on to avoid the earthquake. So these trees are. It is an evidential that this tree grows a couple million years inside the land, which is nothing but the roots will spread at least 13 miles. So it will be stitching inside the land, so that it is a verifiable evidence that wherever there is earthquakes in the world, places like Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, probably we might need to do the testing there, putting these trees together very nearby, and make sure that the earth is stitched inside, so that probably it might get avoid the earthquakes in the future. So that's what the research currently we are doing. And these are on the coconut trees. If you see, we stopped putting water probably around 20 days back. We just put only the very first day water. After that, we are not putting any water. But it appears that they are growing as expected, and even more than expected. So there was another tree which my neighbor recently put that one. Can you show that one? So that tree, this one, uh, the the neighbor they planted the same coconut tree, and you see the difference between these trees and how intellectually this grown up. And they actually got these two trees from our when we were putting. They just requested that we wanted to have one in our home, and this is the verifiable evidence that the same lot that we got has the now they've grown up more than 10 feet, and the other trees they are not even at 5 feet. So this is a verifiable evidence that the ancient way of kind of producing the crops definitely is going more intellectually and super fast growth. The lab tests are still going to continue to do the research on it, probably on 16 and 18. So this is another way that we are making the trees and plants and self-sufficient, though they are getting damaged and they are getting recovered by their own. So we are just treating, we are just giving the trees to the intelligence for the self-growth, so that people who eat their fruits are going to be an intelligent. So that's the research that we are doing. We put 5 people surrounded me, I was giving only the fruits that locally made, and we tested that. We gave the food in a different city, and no one had a kind of the digestion capacity or appetite to take the food that is grown up using the pesticide. So this is a verifiable evidence that we are talking about, and we are going to put the testimonials from the people who had, and we are also doing the diabetic treatment. I myself got the diabetes tested, which is verifiable evidence in the America and also India in RX database. So I increased my diabetes up to 600 when the doctor said that you're probably going to die. Then immediately I started work on the my own way of reversing the diabetes. Now I am 100% diabetic free, and my blood pressure and every single organ is working intellectually. So I just tested everything on my own, and now coming to the labs. Now the lab testing is also proved in India. So we are launching our project based out of Dubai. All this agriculture is going to do by the intelligent robots, which we are working with the Chinese governments and also the Japanese people. Probably in about 1 month, people will start eating foods that we are growing in the place called Karimnagar and Telangana. So we are also working, the governments are supporting, and we got huge land, around 1100 acres for the manufacturing, and there is another 2500 acres are getting signed, and the banks are supporting with the investments too, and many investors are even lined up. And we also got pre-orders even before even starting our manufacturing robots. So we got the orders from the United States this morning, which is a good sign. I'll keep you posted with the another update probably by noon by calling the nature for the trees, which is palm trees. So we are going to that lab right now, and we'll keep you posted with the next update. Thank you so much, my friends. You have a wonderful Sunday, and talk to you soon. This is Narendra Chintamu, the scientist and the CEO of MahaaAI group of companies. Thank you so much.